bit of my professional background and my age and stuff like this. Born 1968, so I'm almost 40. What people always love to know about family stuff and so on. I have a daughter who's turning 7 when I come home from Asia, so we'll have a birthday party. What else? I'm trained a radio reporter, and this is the profession that I've done over most of the time in my professional life. I've then evolved into an online editor and have done a lot of projects in the online business. I've recently worked quite a lot with marketing radio, and especially with marketing digital radio, which I can tell you is uphill on slippery road. Not very easy task. My latest move was moving more and more into doing training for DW Akademi, where I am working now most of my time. And I'm doing project development at DW Akademi when I'm not out training. So I try to balance these things as much as possible.
Can you explain a little bit what project development is?
Project development is basically two things. It's like what we've been doing in Laos right now. We work together with Lao National Radio. So we look into what they think would be a good development for themselves as Lao National Radio. And we look into how we can add to that, how we can help them. And then also, one of the most important parts then is to find someone who gives the money to do this. And that, in a nutshell, is project development. So basically you go out, develop ideas on how to run projects, how to work together with a partner, and then go and try to find someone who finances the whole thing. So that's the business side. Apart from that, what I love to do, what's my favorite hobbies and stuff is I'm very much into music, listening, playing myself. I play a bunch of different guitars. My daughter quoted that I was the guitar man, half a guitar, half a man. And I love to dance, and I'm very interested in all kind of things, digital and internet-based stuff. One of my main interests over the last 1 or 2 years was how would you call it? Location-based information and what to do with it. So what I do a lot of thinking about is the future of journalism, and especially location-based journalism, in the sense that you get the news that is relevant to you just by the fact that you carry around a device that gives you your constant location on the ground and connects that to the news databases. I can explain a little bit more what that looks like, or it could look like, in the upcoming days, if it's of any interest to you. That's me in, 1 minute 30, hopefully.
We want another 30 seconds because when we all introduced ourselves, there was one point that we talked about, and that's either a funny story that happened to you in your life, or an event that has changed your life.
An event that has changed my life. An event that has changed my life. Well, diving into the zillions of funny stories that have happened in my life and unearthing one of them, that would be asked far too much. I hope we're going to have a couple of funny stories in the upcoming 10 days or 11. We'll be here. A funny little anecdote. The first time I traveled to the US, I was faced with one of these custom officers they have there, and they're like you know, you come there as an 18-year-old German guy, and all of a sudden you've got one of these mountains of black guys standing in front of you, 2 meter high, and I don't know what he looked like, but I mean, he could squeeze everything out of me in 2 seconds. And he was looking at my passport, and he was like, "Do you know what animal that is?" I was like, "What's he talking about? That's a national animal." I said, "That's an eagle." He said, "Do you know what animal that is?" I said, "What? Ooh, that's yet another eagle." He said, "Isn't it funny?" I said, "What do you mean funny? Isn't it funny that democracies have eagles? Shouldn't they have dogs talking to each other?" I was so intimidated by this guy, and then he was pulling out this kind of joke to me. So, event that changed my life. My daughter, an ongoing event, definitely. I was there when she was born, and that pretty much changed my life. Yes.
Yes. Which leads me to the interesting question: is that common in your countries that the father is there when a child is born in a hospital, in the room where the mother is giving birth? Is that common in your countries?
In Nepal, they prefer their husband. We prefer their husband to be with them.
Okay.
But it depends on, sometimes you may be away.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't matter, but I think one family member should be there.
Okay. Yeah. So that is done.
That is very common.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because there are other countries where it's simply a women's affair and men are not permitted in the room.
No, yeah, we have to keep distance, some distance there.